Okay, good morning students. Now today we are going to discuss the doubts and difficulties of radioactivity. So just a rapid fire round. We say while deriving law of radioactive disintegration that the rate of disintegration in the sense number of alpha, beta and gamma coming out per second. Now suppose at this moment 5000 alpha, 4000 beta and 3000 gamma ray photons are coming out. This depends on the number of atoms right now. If it is a radioactive sample of half-life 1 hour, then after 1 hour the number of radioatoms will reduce to half. That means the rate of radioactive disintegration also will reduce to half. After 1 more hour, it will reduce to half ka half. That means the rate of radioactive disintegration will depend on that. Means if I start with 1 million atoms right now, then the rate of disintegration studied by me will depend on 1 million. After 1 hour, he is having 5x, 1 million ka half. So that rate of disintegration will reduce to half. So can I say when I started with the sample, the rate of disintegration was fast because I had more number of atoms. For him it will be slow. Next student further slow. Next student further slow because 1 million atom will reduce to 5 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs, 1.25 lakhs, 62,500 and so on. So as the number of atoms go down, can you say the rate of radioactive decay goes down? Over here, check carefully please. I have put more. If I don't put more, means I should put minus sign over here. Where minus sign indicates that as time increases, the rate of radioactive disintegration decreases. Point number 1. Point number 2. If I give you half-life time of say radon, and if I give you half-life time of say radium, half-life time of radon is 4 days and half-life time of radium is 1620 years. That means if I give you 1 kilogram of both of them right now, who is faster? Obviously radon, because in 4 days only it just reduces to half. So if you observe this formula very carefully, dn upon dt is lambda n mod y. इसका मतलब this is 0.693 upon half life times n. इसका मतलब activity or radioactivity is inversely proportional to half life. Yes or no? जिसका half life ज्यादा उसका lambda कम, उसका n lambda कम, उसका dn by dt कम, उसका rate of disintegration कम. That means it is slow. So the one with the greater half-life has lesser rate of radioactive disintegration, means it is less active. It is so simple as this. I give same amount of time to both the students. He finishes reading 1 page in suppose 1 minute, and he takes 2 minutes to read 1 page. So can I say the one who finishes faster is having greater grasping power or greater reading power or whatever you call it as. Is that clear? So this is the first formula in conjunction with second formula. That means second formula also I have used in the first formula. Thereafter we said that reciprocal of lambda is time mean. Ya to lambda is 1 upon time. Time mean is 1 by lambda. Ya to lambda is 1 by this. Right? So if I compare formula number 2 and 3, their left hand sides are same. Their right hand sides must be same. Therefore T mean is 1.44 of T half, or else T half is 0.693 times T mean. You can check this. Lambda is 0.693 upon T half. मतलब T half इधर गया, lambda नीचे आया. T half इधर गया, lambda नीचे आया. What is 1 by lambda? 1 by lambda is T mean. इसका मतलब T mean is 1.44 of T half. या तो T half is 0.693. T half is 0.693 on T mean. Yes or no? Correct. Thereafter we said that n is n naught times e raised to minus lambda t. The number of radioactive atoms decay exponentially with time. Number of radioactive atoms decay exponentially with time. If you multiply both sides by chota m is mass of one atom. Mass of one atom into number of atoms is mass of the substance. That means in place of n, if you write m, that means the problem was given in terms of kilogram and not in terms of radioactive atoms. If you multiply both sides by lambda, you know that n lambda is activity. That means you can say final activity is initial activity times e raised to minus lambda t. Final mass is initial mass times e raised to minus lambda t. Final number of atoms is initial number of atoms times e raised to minus lambda t. Right? AMN, atoms, molecules and nuclei. Atoms, molecules and nuclei. Follow the same rule. Radioactive substance decreases exponentially with respect to time. Radioactive substance decreases exponentially with respect to time, whether the problem is in terms of number of atoms, or it is in terms of mass, or it is in terms of activity. Thereafter, graph. I am going for 2-in-1 graph. I am going for 2-in-1 graph. You know that the graph is exponential decay. The blue graph is the graph that is exponential decay. Concentrate only on the red markings. Red markings in the sense when time chosen by me is half-life. When time chosen by me is half-life. Number of radioactive atoms remaining are half. That is 1/2. इसका मतलब in one half-life 50% of the atoms बचा. What is the meaning of n? Remain. तो कितना गया फिर ओरिजिनल माइनस जो बचा वो, तो ओरिजिनल माइनस जो बचा वो दैट इज इजी. 50% बचा मतलब 50% गया होगा. 50% बचा मतलब 50% गया होगा. But if it is one mean life, then we prove that 37% atoms बचा. 37% atoms बचा क्योंकि आपने थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम दिया उसको. Check please. T mean is 1.44 of T half. That means mean life is 44% more than half-life. 44% more than half-life. That means if half-life was 10 days, then the mean life is 14.4 days. मतलब आपने ज़्यादा time दिया. That means some more atoms must have gone. So जो बाकी बचा that is 37%. मतलब जो गया था वो 63%. So you have to be very careful whether they have given mean life or they have given half-life. I repeat, whether they have given mean life or they are given half-life. Sometimes you have got radioactive series where it is combination of 3, 4, 5, 6 multiple radioactive materials. So in that case we say that lambda effective is lambda 1 plus lambda 2. इसका मतलब decay constant of element number 1 plus decay constant of element number 2 is the decay constant of the resultant that is mixture. Okay, you can use this. Now lambda can be written as 1 upon T mean, because T mean can be written as 1 upon lambda. So you can also find out from here 1 upon T mean is 1 upon T1 plus 1 upon T2. लेकिन ये ज़्यादातर वो लोग पूछते नहीं हैं. Thereafter check the next and the last part of previous lecture जो हम लोगों ने last derive किया था एक बार. कि मान लो मैंने आपको 2 टाइमिंग्स दिए. 2 टाइमिंग्स. एक में 2/3 एलिमेंट बचा. और थोड़ा टाइम जाने दिया. 1/3 एलिमेंट बचा. मतलब इट इज गोइंग इन अ सिस्टमेटिक मैनर. मैंने 100% से शुरू किया था. 1/3 गया मतलब 2/3 बचा. 1/3 और गया मतलब 1/3 बचा. That means it is going in the intervals of 33.33%. You can say approximate. Yes or no? So the time interval between the two is exactly half-life. The time interval between the two is exactly half-life. ये prove किया था मैंने. N is N naught e raised to minus lambda t. इसका मतलब N1 is N naught e raised to minus lambda t1 and N2 is N naught e raised to minus lambda t2. ये N1 कितना है? 2/3 उतना बचा था ना, और ये N2 कितना है? 1/3 उतना बचा था. So when I take the ratio, is it 2/1? Because N naught गया, इधर भी N naught गया. Is it e raised to minus lambda t1 upon e raised to minus lambda t2? That means it is e raised to minus lambda t1 minus t2. Yes or no? E raised to x upon e raised to y is e raised to x minus y. That means 2 is equal to e raised to. ये माइनस लैम्बडा है, उसको मुझे प्लस लैम्बडा करना है. So will it be t2 minus t1? Yes or no? So this is log of 2 to the base e is equal to t2 minus t1. Log of answer to the base is equal to index. Yes or no? और आप लोगों को ऑलरेडी एक फॉर्मूला पता है. log of 2 to the base is lambda capital T. So same, therefore same. Right? Now here you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Because इसका मतलब है 67% और इसका मतलब है 33%. बिल्कुल ऊपर This is 37% and this is 63%. मतलब डिजिट्स इंटरचेंज हो रहे हैं. यस, ये 7 इधर आ रहा है, 3 इधर जा रहा है. बी वेरी केयरफुल प्लीज, बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल, बिकॉज लोग ऑप्शंस ही ऐसे देते हैं. 33%, 37%, 63%, 67%. Is that very clear? So rapid fire. In one half life, 50% remains, 50% goes. In one mean life, right? 1 upon E remains. ये जो 37% है ना, that is 1 upon E. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि this is 1 minus 1 upon E. तो इसे E minus 1 upon E. तो कभी कभी वो लोग E के टर्म्स में भी ऑप्शन देते हैं. Yes everyone? अच्छे से समझा? चलो 1 by 1. I understand. लास्ट लेक्चर में हम लोगों ने 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 डिस्कस किया था शायद. थोड़ा बहुत मैंने शुरू कर दिया था रेडियो एक्टिविटी. राइट? सॉरी.
की जगह अगर 1 बाय लैम्डा डाल तो लैम्डा न्यूमरेटर में जाएगा ना,
इसमें
डिनोमिनेटर में.
हाँ. Yes. This will be 0.693 T. My mistake, my bad. Thank you so much for correcting me. Yes. T mean is 1.444 T half and T half is 0.693 of T. My mistake, sorry for that. T mean is 1.44 of T half. That means it is 144% of this. And T half is 69.3%. Yes, thank you. Okay, check करो please. अपना फर्स्ट, थर्ड, फिफ्थ, सेवेंथ, नाइन्थ पहले ही हो चुका था. मतलब हम लोगों ने रेडियो एक्टिविटी के पहले वाला पार्ट किया था. चलो, जब हम लोगों ने रेडियो एक्टिविटी के पहले वाला पार्ट किया था, दैट मीन्स बाइंडिंग एनर्जी पर न्यूक्लियर. Okay. So in the previous part of nuclear physics, that means other than radioactivity, when I was doing commonly with bio students and you all, that time we did these questions 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now check this. Did we do second sum? No. Okay, I will start. The half-life of actinium is 100 microseconds. The time taken by the radioactive sample to decay to 1/16th of its original value. शॉर्टकट क्या था? याद करो, शॉर्टकट क्या था? If छोटा t is n times बड़ा t. If छोटा t, what was the shortcut? If, here I will write. What was the shortcut? The shortcut was if छोटा t is some multiple of बड़ा t, right? Then the number of radioactive atoms left behind are half raised to n times n naught. For example, if n is 5, that means you are using 5 half-lives. Radon का half-life is 4 days. I am taking my reading after 20 days, exactly after 20 days. Then can I say the number of radioactive atoms left behind are half raised to 5 times n naught. That means it is 1 upon 32 times n naught. So back to this question. Question number 2. Check please. The half-life of actinium is 100 microseconds and the time taken by it to reduce to 1/16th. इसका मतलब number of radioactive atoms reduced to 1/16th. सबसे पहले इसको देखने का. Try to express this as 2 raised to something because then you can use the shortcut. Is it half raised to 4 times n naught? इसका मतलब small t should be 4 times capital T. It should be 4 times 100 microseconds. My answer should be 400 microseconds. My answer should be 400 microseconds. या तो वो लोग ऐसे देते या तो उल्टा देते कि in 4 half-lives how much will remain. In 4 half-lives how much will remain. This was question number 2. As I told you, no need to copy. You already have the complete solutions of assignment 3 and 4. Right? Very beautifully given shortcuts also. ये मैंने सब students को दिया था. Question number 4. Question number 4. At any instant, the ratio of amount of radioactive substance is 2:1. That means N0A to N0B is 2:1. This is given. This is given. If their half-lives are respectively 12 and 16 hours, that means half-life time of A is 12 hours and half-life of B is 16 hours. This is given. Then after 2 days, now see deliberately they have given this in days. The time given to you is 2 days. So can I say this is 48 hours? Now these 48 hours, right, छोटा t is 4 times TA and the same छोटा t is 3 times TD. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि number of atoms left behind for A are going to be half raised to 4 times n naught of A. Do you agree with me? Shortcut. If T is NT, then N is half raised to N times N naught. And what about NB? What about NB? It will be half raised to 3 times N naught B. Yes or no? Take the ratio of this two. Take the ratio of this two. So can I say Na upon Nb will be equal to half raised to 4 of N naught A upon half raised to 4 of N naught B. 3 of N naught B. That means Na upon Nb. This is 1 by 16 and this is 1 by 8. So 8 by 1. N0A upon N0B already हम लोगों को मालूम था. That is 2 by 1. That means my answer is 1 by 1. That means after 2 days, the ratio will exactly be the same. The number of radioactive atoms will be the same. After 2 days, exactly 2 days, the number of radioactive atoms will be the same. Means right now, if these atoms are 10 lakhs and these atoms are 5 lakhs, then after this time, they will be exactly equal. So अगर उन्होंने N0 Na upon Nb पूछा है, तो N0 upon N0B दे देते हैं. और अगर N0A upon N0B पूछा है, तो Na upon Nb दे देते हैं. कि after 2 days, suppose this was the ratio, then what was the ratio when you started with the experiment? So fourth question, 10 star. Fourth question, 10 star. Sixth question आप orally कर सकते हो. Sixth question आप orally कर सकते हो. Check करो. Half life is 5 days. Half life is 5 days. How much remains in 15 days? Can I say you are talking about exactly 3 half lives? And that means it should be half raised to 3. 1 upon 8. I was talking about 6th question. I was talking about 6th. Are you with me? 7th one अपना हो गया था. 8th question is same as second. मैंने बोला ना, second question में उन्होंने N0A upon N0B दिया था, Na upon Nb पूछा था. इसमें other way round, Na upon Nb दिया है, N0A upon N0B पूछा है. Right? Similar question. 8th question में बोलो same as second. 9th was done. 10th was done. कौन सा वाला? I'm so sorry. मैंने क्या बोला? Same as 2. Same as 4. Yes. 8th question is same as 4. 9th and 10th were done. 9th and 10th were done. Are we on 11th question? Awesome. Super. Mark it 5 star. A very good question. At time equal to 0 means we have just started with the experiment. The substance is having activity 1600 becquerel. याद करो, what was 1 becquerel? 1 becquerel was 1 disintegration per second. What was 1 Rutherford? 10⁶ disintegration per second. And what was 1 Curie? 3.7 into 10⁻10 disintegration per second. That means they have given you the activity. They have given you activity 1600 becquerel. At time equal to 8 seconds, it falls to 100 becquerel. At time equal to 8 seconds, it falls to 100 becquerel. तो इससे पहले मुझे half life मिलेगा. My initial activity was 1600 becquerel. My new activity is 100 becquerel. 100 becquerel. So can I say final activity is 1/16th of initial activity, which can be written as half raised to 4 of initial activity. So if final activity is half raised to 4 of initial activity, can I say छोटा t should be 4 times बड़ा t? Right? Now this happened in how many days? This happened in 8 seconds. Yes or no? This happened in 8 seconds. That means 8 seconds is 4 times t, half. इसका मतलब ये एलिमेंट का half life होगा 2 seconds. Right? You are expected to find out the answer At 8 seconds. No, at 8 seconds it falls. Okay, this was 8 seconds. Half life 2 हो गया. You are expected to find out the answer at 2. Answer is 800. You are expected to find out the answer at 2 seconds. So at 2 seconds, can I say time given to you is half life? इसका मतलब this will reduce to half the original amount. The answer is A0 by 2. समझा कि वापस बोलो? एकदम स्पीड में करना है तो कैसे करने का? 1600, 800, 400, 200, 100. स्पीड में करना है. इसको 2 सेकंड लगा होगा, इसको 2 सेकंड लगा होगा, इसको 2 सेकंड लगा होगा, इसको 2 सेकंड लगा होगा. हो गया 8 सेकंड. मतलब 2 सेकंड्स के बाद ये कितना था? समझा? अगर 8 सेकंड में ये 100 हो गया तो 2 सेकंड्स के बाद ये कितना था? राइट? 4 सेकंड्स के बाद ये कितना था? 6 सेकंड्स के बाद ये कितना था? 8 सेकंड्स के बाद ये कितना है? Got it? Very popular stuff. Easy but very very important. 11th question 5 star. 11th question 5 star. Next one. I hope I am not fast. Next. 12th question is similar to 4th again. 12th question is similar to 4th again, but there's a little catch. There are two radioactive elements A and B. A is alpha emitter, that means it gives out alpha particles. B is beta emitter. And their disintegration constants are in the ratio 1:2. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि this is lambda A upon lambda B given. Am I right? Lambda A upon lambda B is 1/2. What should be the ratio of number of atoms of A and B? What should be Na upon Nb? What should be this ratio so that probability of getting alpha particle and beta particle are same? Underline, probability of alpha particle and beta particle are same. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि dN by dt of A should match with dN by dt of B, है ना? क्योंकि ये alpha emitter है और ये beta emitter. Apply common sense, the very first formula. dN by dt is equal to lambda n और ये उन्होंने कांस्टेंट बोला है. इसका मतलब lambda a na should match with lambda b nb. इसका मतलब lambda is inversely proportional to n here. Since lambda a upon lambda b is half, therefore na upon nb should be 2. Since lambda a upon lambda b is half, Na upon Nb is 2. थोड़ा हटके था ये क्वेश्चन, मतलब लैंग्वेज ट्रिकी था. खोपड़ी मार्क करो.
अल्फा बीटा का कुछ नहीं.
सॉरी,
अल्फा बीटा का कुछ नहीं.
अल्फा बीटा सिर्फ एमिटर के लिए बोला है ना, नंबर तो मेंशन नहीं किया ना उन्होंने, कितना अल्फा कितना बीटा. Have they mentioned कि this is giving 800 alpha and this is giving 400 beta? No. Initially this number was not mentioned. But A must be faster than B. A must be faster than B. So after some time they match with each other. Question number 13. Superb. The favorite of the examiners. 14. Favorite of the examiners. 13 and 14 both back to back. Very very good questions. 13 and 14 back to back. Very very good questions. 13. The fraction of radioactive atoms that decays, जो गया वो दिया है, underline decays. Can I say since 7/8 decays, therefore 1/8 remains. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि n is 1/8 of n naught. इसका मतलब n is half cube of n naught. इसका मतलब छोटा t should be 3 times बड़ा t. Yes or no? अब दो में से कोई भी एक टाइम दिया होगा. The fraction of radioactive atom that decays in 6 days is 7/8. Then the तो इससे पहले मुझे half life मिलेगा. So this gives me 6 is equal to 3 into half life. इसका मतलब half life of this sample was 2 days. Half life of this sample was 2 days. How much will decay in 10 days? Can I say now t dash is 10 days. इसका मतलब T dash is 5 times half life. इसका मतलब number of radioactive atoms left behind are half raised to 5 of original. That means 1/32. ये remains है कि decays है? Remains. This is remains. Am I right? And therefore 31/32 must have decays. I'm not surprised if they have given 1/32 also and 31/32. खाली 31/32 दिया. I'll make the options little challenging. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन को आप लिखो 1/60. सेकेंड ऑप्शन को आप लिखो 1/32. थर्ड ऑप्शन इज 31/32 एंड फोर्थ ऑप्शन इज 15/16. अब इसका फायदा क्या हो गया कि सपोज ये मैंने 8 डेज बोला होता, सपोज तो ये 4 टाइम्स हो गया हाफ लाइफ. 4 टाइम्स मतलब हाफ रेज टू 4. इसका मतलब 1/16 रिमेन्स. 15/16 हैज गॉन. अभी इधर 5 हाफ लाइफ है, सो हाफ रेज टू 5 रिमेन्स, तो 1/32 रिमेन्स. दैट मीन्स 31/32 इज गॉन. समझा मैंने ऑप्शंस क्या कंजंक्शन में किया? एक बार 4 टाइम्स हाफ लाइफ किया और एक बार 5 टाइम्स हाफ लाइफ किया. 4 ऑप्शन सेट कैसे किया? रिमेन्स हाउ मच, डिकेज हाउ मच in terms of 4 half lives, remains how much, decays how much in terms of 5 half lives. So these were better options. ये समझा अच्छे से? ऑप्शन चेंज किया आप लोगों ने? ऑप्शन चेंज किया. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 क्लास सुपर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 सुपर अगेन. A 280-day-old radioactive sample shows activity of 6000 dps disintegrations per second. 140 days later, मतलब हम लोग को ऑलरेडी 280 डेज पे है, हम लोग 0 पे है ही नहीं, राइट? हम लोग 280 डेज पे है एंड 280 डेज पे ये सैंपल मुझे कितना दिख रहा है? इट इज शोइंग मी एक्टिविटी ऑफ 6000 disintegrations per second. That means this is time and this is activity. Now very important, 140 days after, मतलब ये 420 days हुआ, this disintegrations reduced to 3000. इसका मतलब ये क्लियर हो गया ना कि ये हाफ लाइफ है. इसका मतलब ये क्लियर हो गया कि दिस इज हाफ लाइफ. अभी मैं 140 डेज आफ्टर जा रहा हूँ, मैं 140 डेज बिफोर जाऊंगा और 140 डेज बिफोर जाऊंगा. तो दे आस्क्ड मी कि आई मस्ट हैव स्टार्टेड विद व्हाट अमाउंट. अगर मैं पीछे जाता हूं तो ये -140 हुआ, मतलब ये 140 डेज हुआ, मतलब ये इसका डबल होगा, राइट? और 140 डेज पीछे गया मतलब मैं 0 पे आ गया. सो दिस विल बी 24,000. पूछने का स्टाइल सुपर. दिस इज हाउ दे जज द लाइफ ऑफ फॉसिल्स. दिस इज हाउ दे जज द लाइफ ऑफ अ डेड बॉडी. किसी का मर्डर हो गया, फॉरेंसिक डिपार्टमेंट को ये सपोज स्केलेटन मिला. नाउ दे वांट टू चेक इसका कितने दिन पहले मर्डर हुआ था या तो कितने आवर्स पहले मर्डर हुआ था. तो द फॉरेंसिक डिपार्टमेंट डॉक्टर्स दे गिव द रफ जजमेंट टू द पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट कि समवेयर बिटवीन 36 and 48 hours. No, this is a skeleton 2 months old. Because they do this with the help of a process called carbon dating, carbon composition. Half-life of carbon is 5,570 years. So from this, they take the judgment. They go for reverse trend. For example, initially it was claimed by someone that Earth is 5,700 years old only. And then it was a proven fact by carbon dating that we have evidence of huge bones. And they were matching with old-time dinosaurs. And they calculated the life of that bone, how old this bone must be. It was found to be around 6.5 crore years, 65 million years. Is that clear? So that process is called carbon dating. I will repeat this question. ध्यान से सुनो. हम लोग जब 280 days पे ये sample study करते हैं, that time the activity is found to be 6,000, right? So suppose this is 240th day of the year, right now, suppose. After 140 more days, when I study the same sample, this becomes half. मतलब अगर मैं आगे जाता हूँ टाइम ट्रैवल में, right? Then this becomes half. तो अगर मैं पीछे जाता हूँ, this should become double. और पीछे जाता हूँ, ये एक हाफ लाइफ हुआ, ये 2 हाफ लाइफ हुआ, तो कहना चाहिए डबल का भी डबल होना चाहिए, समझा? मान ले बेटा और 140 डेज के बाद पूछा होगा, तो दिस इज 420 प्लस 140 560 डेज, तो फिर ये 1500, समझा? फिलहाल मैं इधर हूं, उन्होंने मुझे नेक्स्ट 140 डेज में स्टेटस दिया, राइट? नाउ दैट एग्जैक्टली टेल्स मी एग्जैक्टली हाफ हुआ है, मतलब ये 140 डेज हाफ लाइफ है, तो मैं 2 हाफ लाइफ पीछे जाऊंगा, बिकॉज 280 में से अगर मैं 2 हाफ लाइफ सब्ट्रैक्ट करूंगा, मींस आई हैव रीच्ड द स्टार्टिंग टाइम, दैट इज 0, वेयर वी से आई स्टार्ट माय एक्सपेरिमेंट. गॉट इट? So answer was 24,000 disintegrations per second. As I told you, absolute favorite of the examiners. If you see the questions of assignment 3, assignment 4 में similar type के questions थे दूसरे book में, एकदम similar type. So if you solve assignment 3 extremely well, that suffices your board exam questions also, and that suffices your CET MCQs also. 13, 14 तो दोनों समझा बेटा? Are we on 15th? 15th. अभी ये एग्जैक्ट आंसर नहीं देगा आपको, राइट? हाफ लाइफ ऑफ रेडॉन इज 3.8 days. After how many days? 1/20th remains. Now 1/20th is between 1/16th and 1/32. So I will start n0, n0 by 2, n0 by 4, n0 by 8, n0 by 16, n0 by 25. मतलब I am here somewhere, है ना? This is n0 by 20. This is n0 by 20. 32. मैंने स्क्वायर किया. अच्छा, हाफ लाइफ कितना है? तो 3.8 डेज पे मैं यहाँ पे हूँ. 3.8 का डबल 7.6 डेज पे मैं यहाँ पे हूँ. 3.8 का ट्रिपल 9 and 2.4 11.4 पे मैं यहाँ हूँ, राइट? 3.8 का 4 टाइम्स इट वाज 12 and 3.2 15.2 पे मैं यहाँ पे हूँ, राइट? मतलब यहाँ पे आई विल बी समवेयर एट अराउंड 20 डेज. यस और नो? और या तो फिर आपको थोड़ा इसको मैथमेटिक्स का नॉलेज यूज करके करना पड़ेगा. लैम्बडा इज 2.303 अपॉन टी, log of n0 upon n, correct? ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. So this is 2.303 upon t, log of n0 upon n will be 20. If n is 1/20 of n0, then can I say n0 upon n is 20? So this is log of 20 to the base 10. That means this is 2.303 upon t. Log of 2 is 0.3010. So this is 3.010. Yes or no? Half life दिया है उन्होंने. So this lambda can be written as 0.693 upon half life is how much? 3.8. ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. 1.301. Log of 2 is 0.3010. Log 20 is 1.3. Yes. So you can do it this way also. According to my suggestion, this will be easy. According to mine, because anyways options are far. So according to me, this method will be easy. This was question number 15. अपना 16, 17 हो चुका था. 16, 17 हो चुका था. 18th is not for you. JEE एडवांस में आता है 18th. ये मेथड से दिया है मैंने आपके सोल्यूशन में, ये मेथड से दिया है. तो 18th के बाजू में लिखो, 18th के बाजू में लिखो for JEE एडवांस ओनली, for JEE एडवांस ओनली. आपके पास 2 मीन लाइफ्स है शायद, है ना? 2 मीन लाइफ्स है. You know that lambda is lambda 1 upon lambda 2. So 1 upon t mean is 1 upon t mean 1 plus 1 upon t mean 2. तो उससे वो मिक्सचर का मीन लाइफ मिलेगा. इंडिविजुअल मीन्स को सॉल्व कर. ऐसा एक सिमिलर क्वेश्चन बाद में भी है शायद असाइनमेंट 4 में. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 हो गया था. आई थिंक ये करवाते वक्त करवाया था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 was done. 20, 21, 22 they were of binding energy, mass defect, binding energy plus nucleon and so on. बराबर? 23 तक हुआ. Are we on 24th? Which of the following statements is true? अभी मेरे पास ऑप्शन में 1 and 2, 1, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 है. मतलब मुझे चारों का चारों ऑप्शन देखना पड़ेगा. All radioactive atoms decay exponentially with time. Correct. And not e raised to minus 9. First statement is correct. Second one, half-life time of radioactive element is the time required to reduce to 1/2. This is also correct. Second statement is correct. Third one, age of the earth can be determined by radioactive dating. This is called carbon dating. How old earth is or how old any planet can be or how old moon can be, natural moons. Answer, this is also correct. Half-life time of radioactive element is 50% of the average lifetime. No. Half-life time is 69.3%. Half-life time is 69.3%. That means fourth statement is wrong. Fourth statement में आप लिखो T half is 69.3% of T mean. That means fourth statement wrong था. Fourth statement was wrong. Answers are 1, 2 and 3. All three statements correct. Reverse question. Half-life is 5 years. What is the probability of decay in 10 years? कितना गया वो पूछा है. Can I say if half-life is 5 years, that means time given to you is double half-life. इसका मतलब number of atoms which remain is half raised to 2 of n naught. इसका मतलब 25% remains. उन्होंने remains नहीं पूछा है, उन्होंने decays पूछा है. That means can I say 75% decays? Answer is 75%. Last option को आप 25% कर दो, तो ये थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग हो गया. लास्ट ऑप्शन जो 60% है उसको आप 25% कर दो, बिकॉज देन इट बिकम्स चैलेंजिंग ऑप्शन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछने का स्टाइल सुपर. 26 पूछने का स्टाइल सुपर. ये जेडब्ल्यू मेंस में आया था. कॉन्सेंट्रेट, सॉरी अगर मेरे पास पूरा का पूरा मॉलिक्यूलर वेट है, मतलब मेरे पास सारे के सारे आइटम्स हैं, एवोगैड्रोस नंबर. इसका मतलब अगर मेरे पास इंटरमीडिएट सैंपल है तो कितने आइटम्स हैं? सपोज दिस आइटम्स आर n. सो कैन आई से n अपॉन Na is m upon m. पूरा मास पूरा नंबर, intermediate mass intermediate number. So what are the number of radioactive atoms with me? m upon m times Na, right? उन्होंने मुझे एक्टिविटी पूछा है. So can I say n lambda is m upon n times Na times lambda. आंसर आ गया मेरा. समझा कि वापिस बोलो. पहले मैंने n ढूंढा and then I am multiplying both sides by lambda because they have asked me activity. पूछने का स्टाइल अच्छा था. 26, 27 हो गया था, 28 हो गया था, 29 आप लोगों ने केमिस्ट्री में भी किया हुआ है. चेक करो 29 क्वेश्चन आप लोगों ने केमिस्ट्री में भी किया हुआ है. आंसर इज 19:81. तो 29 के बाजू में लिखो ऑलरेडी डन इन केमिस्ट्री. आंसर इज 19:81. क्वेश्चन नंबर 30. ये इधर है बेटा, शॉर्ट. आंसर इज दिस. हाफ लाइफ. क्वेश्चन नंबर 30. हाफ लाइफ ऑफ रेडियोएक्टिव सब्सटेंस इज 20 मिनट्स. द डिफरेंस बिटवीन, हाँ शायद हो गया था ये, जब मैंने प्रूफ करवाया था उसके बाद में ढूंढा था हम लोग. आंसर इज हाफ लाइफ 20 मिनट्स. 31 अपना हो चुका था. 32 is same as 12. Ditto same as 12. 32 is same as 12. Your answer will be A. 33 अपना हो गया था. 34. In a sample of radioactive material, what fraction of initial number of radioactive atoms will remain undisintegrated? मतलब remains बोला. What is time given to you? What is time given to you? Time given to you is half life. Time given to you is half life. Normally we लोग 2, 3, 4 ऐसे देते हैं. इस बार हाफ दिया. So what are the number of radioactive atoms left behind? Half raised to n times n naught. Right? So n over here is half. So can I say this is half raised to half times n naught? So your answer is 1 upon root 2 times. पूछने का स्टाइल अच्छा था. They may ask you how many atoms have decayed. They may ask how many atoms have decayed. Can I say 1 minus 1 upon root 2? That means root 2 minus 1 upon root 2. So answer is 1 upon root 2. I will make one of the options challenging. Option Delhi is root 2 minus 1. वो ठीक है. Option A को root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 करो. Option A को root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 करो. Now who is this? The number of atoms which have decayed. Okay, total decay रखो. Number of atoms which have decayed in half-life. Number of atoms which have decayed in half-life. Superb. पूछने का स्टाइल मस्त. Question number 35. Question number 35. पूछने का स्टाइल मस्त. Half-life period of radioactive sample X is same as mean life period of other radioactive sample Y. Half-life period of radioactive sample X is mean life period of radioactive sample Y. इसका मतलब half life time of X is, या तो ये दोनों को मुझे half life में लाना पड़ेगा या तो ये दोनों को mean life में लाना पड़ेगा. Is it half life into 1.44 of Y? Yes or no? इसका मतलब half life of X is more than half life of Y. Right? तो जिसका half life ज्यादा, can we say वो कम एक्टिव? For example, रेडियम एंड रेडॉन. हाफ लाइफ किसका ज्यादा था? तो रेडियम was less active because it was reducing to half after 1620 years. तो can I say जिसका half life ज्यादा वो कम एक्टिव? Yes or no? So this is less active and this is more active. Why? Because activity is n lambda. It is n times 0.693 upon half life. That means activity is inversely proportional to half life. So who will decay faster? Y will decay faster. Got it? कि वापिस बोलूं? वापिस बोलूं एक बार? Sure. ऐसा एक सिमिलर क्वेश्चन 38 है, उल्टा पूछा है. The fraction है 35 में लिखो solve 38. The fraction F1 of radioactive sample decays in one mean life, and the fraction F2 decays in one half life. Obviously F1 must be more than F2, क्योंकि इसको ज्यादा टाइम दिया आपने. कितना ज्यादा टाइम दिया? 44% ज्यादा टाइम दिया, right? So 35 में लिखो solve 38. 38 में answer will be A because sample 1 gets more time.
39 हो गया.
एक मिनट बेटा, एक मिनट. 35 के बाद 38 सेम था इसलिए हम लोग गए वहाँ पे. 36 हो गया था. 36 हो गया था. 37 पूछने का स्टाइल अच्छा है. 37 पूछने का स्टाइल अच्छा है. A radioactive isotope is being produced at a constant rate of X. Is it dN by dt? That means dN by dt is X. Half life of this sample is Y. T half is Y. After some time, the number of radioactive atoms left behind are becoming constant. Then what is the value of that constant? Number of radioactive atoms become constant. इसको कुछ नाम दे दो. Say A. Say A. Then what is that constant? ये पूछा है. You could keep it as n also. You could keep it as n also. Can I say dN by dt is lambda times n? Therefore dN by dt. अभी मेरे पास डेटा लैम्बडा के टर्म्स में नहीं है, हाफ लाइफ के टर्म्स में. तो कैन आई रीराइट लैम्बडा एज 0.693 अपॉन टी हाफ टाइम्स n. सिंबल वाइज ये x है. सिंबल वाइज दिस इज 0.693. सिंबल वाइज दिस इज y. टाइम्स एन, एन को मैं ए बोल रहा हूँ या तो एन रखो चलेगा. कैन आई से माय आंसर इज xy अपॉन 0.693. हाँ, which is log 2. Log 2 to the base e. Which is log 2 to the base e. Yes or no? Answer is Delhi. ऐसा एक सिमिलर क्वेश्चन है somewhere at the end. Let me check. No, it is 47. It is 47. 37 में आप लिखो solve 47. We will see when we reach there. 37 से समझा? 38 was same as 35 as I told you. 38 is same as 35. हो चुका था, 40 हो चुका था, 41 हो चुका था. The nuclear forces are charge independent. That means force between proton and a proton is same as between proton and a neutron, and is same as neutron and a neutron. This was 41. Are we on question number 42? Here you are. Lambda is lambda 1 plus lambda 2. Are we on 43? Super, fantastic. ये मेडिकल एग्जाम में आके गया, लेकिन ये आप लोगों के लिए भी आ सकता है. The intensity of gamma radiation of the source is I. याद करो बेटा, the way we have n equal to n naught e raised to minus lambda t. Similarly, we have I equal to I naught e raised to minus mu x, where x is the thickness of the X-ray film. Now the first sentence. On passing through 36 millimeter of lead, it reduces to 1 by 8. इसका मतलब by data 1, this becomes 1 by 8 of I naught. This is I naught e raised to minus mu. This is 36. Right? इसका मतलब 1/8 remains when it is e raised to minus mu times 36. Let us call this as equation 1. Let us call this as equation 1. Then what will be the thickness of the lead which will reduce the intensity to half? Now can I say data 2? This is 1 by 2. It is e raised to minus mu x. Let us call this as equation 2. Let us call this as equation 2. अगर इनका लेफ्ट हैंड साइड सेम हो जाए तो मैं इनका राइट हैंड साइड सेम कर सकता हूँ, बराबर. If this is half is equal to e raised to minus mu x, can I say half cube is e raised to minus mu x cube? इसका मतलब 1 by 8 is e raised to minus 3 mu x. इसको मैं इक्वेशन 3 बोलता हूँ, right? If I compare 1 and if I compare 3, can I say my left hand sides are same? So my right hand sides must be same. That means 36 mu is 3 mu x. इसका मतलब comparing 1 and 3, comparing 1 and 3, x should be 12. This is how the doctors decide the thickness of the X-ray film. कि आपके बॉडी की कौन से पार्ट का एक्सरे निकालना है. Sometimes it will be just X-ray film. Sometimes they use plates like this. इतना thick plate होता है. मान लो आपके फीमर बोन में किधर फ्रैक्चर आ गया, एंकल बोन में किधर फ्रैक्चर है, तो they will not put this. They will put something like a book below your leg और ऊपर से फोटोग्राफ की फिल्म. सपोज आपके दांत का एक्सरे निकालना है कि कौन से नंबर के टूथ में रूट कैनाल करना है, तो they will put the film inside and from outside the X-ray beam will come. And within 30 seconds your X-ray is ready. So exactly the doctors come to know कि कौन से पार्ट में रूट कैनाल is necessary. So this is that technique. This question had come, I don't remember the year, but in last 3-4 years this had come in NEET exam. But this can come for you as well. Understood? Repetition required. Mark is important. ये पूछने का स्टाइल मस्त है. दिस इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू हाफ लाइफ, बट यू हैव टू टेक जजमेंट कि ये कितना % रिड्यूस हो रहा है. 44th इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू हाफ लाइफ, बट इट इज ऑन सिमिलर लाइंस. 43 समझा सबको? या तो इसको हाफ क्यूब लिखो आप, और या तो इसको सॉरी इसको 1/2 में कन्वर्ट करो, क्यूब रूट लो इसका, या तो इसका क्यूब, या तो इसका क्यूब रूट, या तो इसका क्यूब। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 44। The number of nuclei of radioactive element at time equal to 0 are 1000 and they become 900 at time equal to 2 seconds. इसका मतलब ये हाफ लाइफ नहीं है, 10% रिडक्शन है, राइट? At time equal to 0 I had 1000 atoms. At time equal to 2 seconds I have 900 atoms. इसका मतलब 10% डिके हुआ, 10% डिके हुआ, 1000 का 900 हुआ, yes or no? The number of nuclei at time 4 seconds. अब जब मैं 4 seconds पे जा रहा हूं तो ये हाफ लाइफ टाइम नहीं है, हर 2 सेकंड के बाद ये 10% रिड्यूस हो रहा है। That means this will reduce further by 10%. Right? 10% decay. That means 10% of 900 will decay. 10% of 900 will decay. इसका मतलब 90 will decay. And therefore 810 will remain. 810 will remain. अगर मैंने और टाइम 2 सेकंड दिया, मतलब 6 सेकंड दिया, इसमें से 80 बन जाएगा। मतलब आफ्टर एवरी 2 seconds it is not 50% it is going, it is 10% it is going. पूछने का स्टाइल समझा? रिस्की ऑप्शन वाज ए, रिस्की ऑप्शन वाज ए, क्योंकि आपने इफ यू डोंट गो फॉर exponential decay and if you go for linear decay, then you may think after every 2 seconds it is reducing by 100 atoms. No, it is reducing by 10% of atoms. 45 अपना हो चुका था. It was on distance of closest approach. Super. पूछने का स्टाइल fantastic. पूछने का स्टाइल fantastic. Concentrate. A radioactive isotope has half-life 2 years. How long will it take to reduce the activity to 3% of original? अभी exact 3% लाते नहीं बैठने का, बहुत सारा टाइम जाएगा. ध्यान से देखो. If original activity is 2, half of A0, 1/4, A0, 1/8, A0, 1/16, A0, 1/32 A0. Right? So this is 50%, this is 25%, this is 12.5%, this is 6.25%, this is 3.125%, which is approximately 3%. बराबर? मतलब मुझे 5 हाफ लाइफ्स लेना है. मतलब मुझे 5 हाफ लाइफ्स लेना है. If A is 1/32 of A0, that is, if A is 3.125% of A0, right, implies the number of half lives must be 5 times. Half life कितना था? 2 years. My answer will be 10 years. In 10 years, it will reduce to approximately 10 और 9.6 है ना, तो बेटा उससे ज्यादा होगा, कम नहीं होगा. लॉजिकली उससे ज्यादा होगा, कम नहीं हो सकता. 3.125% है ना, तो हम लोगों को 3.125 पे स्टॉप करना है. यस और नो? तो वो कम नहीं हो सकता, 9.6 नहीं हो सकता. पूछने का स्टाइल मस्त था. ये भी पूछने का स्टाइल अच्छा है. आर यू डन विद दिस? 46 समझा? 47th. 47th. A radioactive sample at any instant has disintegration rate 5000 dps. After 5 minutes, the rate becomes 1250. इसका मतलब new activity is 1/4 of old activity. Am I right? 1250 is 1/4 of 5000. इसका मतलब new activity is half raised to 2 times old activity. Right? इसका मतलब T should be 2 times T. Right? This happened in how many days? This happened in 5 minutes. So 5 is 2t. इसका मतलब half life time of this was 5/2, which is 2.5. Yes or no? What is the decay constant per minute? Clearly उन्होंने बोला है कि per minute. This is in minute. Can I say lambda is 0.693 upon t? That means it is 0.693 upon 2.5. इसको आप log 2 बोल सकते हो. Log 2 to the base e. And this is 1 upon 2.5. 1 upon 2.5 is 0.4. So 0.4 log of 2 to the base e can be pronounced as ln 2. Ln 2. Ln का मतलब होता है natural log. Log to the base e. पूछने का स्टाइल मस्त था. Repetition required. अभी इसमें उल्टा बोला हुआ, ध्यान से सुनो. A freshly prepared radioactive sample has half-life 4 hours and it emits radiation from intensity which is 64 times safe level. 1 upon 64 के बदले 64 दिया. That means you have to multiply this power. Half raised to 6 is 1 by 64. So can I say 2 raised to 6 is 64? That means your answer should be 6 times. Your answer should be 6 times. मैं अभी कोई रेडियोएक्टिव सैंपल ले रहा हूँ तो वो ज्यादा सेफ है कि कुछ दिन बाद वाला सैंपल ज्यादा सेफ है? या बिकॉज इट इज लीकिंग. गॉट इट? तो माय आंसर इज 4 6 64 is 2 raised to 6. So my answer is small t is 6 times capital T. So after 64 days या minutes जो भी है, it will be more safe. 49 हो चुका था. 50. 2 samples X and Y contain equal amount of radioactive substance. Underline equal amount of radioactive substance. If 1/16 of sample X and 1 upon 256 of sample Y remain after 4 hours, answer will be 2 times. Yes, easy. Answer will be 2 times. Because 1/16 can be written as half raised to 4 and this can be written as half raised to 8. Answer is 2:1. 51 अपना हो चुका था, जरा चेक करते जाओ. 51 to 56 done. They were all on binding energy. 57 I think was done. No? Okay. The nuclear force is independent of charge. Statement 1 is correct. The number of nucleons in the nucleus is equal to the number of electrons in the atom. Absolutely wrong. Number of protons should be equal to number of electrons, not the nucleons. Right? Because second statement का मतलब होता है A is equal to E. होना चाहिए Z is equal to E. Third statement, all the nuclei have masses which are less than sum of the masses of constituent nucleons. Yes. According to Einstein, when you try to balance the masses on both the sides, the masses will never match. Right? Mass of the nucleons is always greater than mass of the nucleus. That means statement 3 is correct. Statement 4. Nucleons belong to the family of leptons while the electrons are the members of hadrons. ये दोनों syllabus में नहीं. तो अभी fourth option उनको उल्टा करके कुछ change करके देना पड़ेगा. But anyways, just for your knowledge, this statement is exactly other way round. That means nucleons belong to the family of hadrons and electrons belong to the family of leptons. Fourth option में लिखो, not in syllabus. मैंने आप लोगों को जो प्रिंटआउट्स दिए ना सोल्यूशन के, एकदम लास्ट पेज पे न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स फोर्थ असाइनमेंट के एकदम लास्ट पेज पे ऐसे एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन करके मैंने बहुत कुछ दिया हुआ है. दैट इज जस्ट फॉर योर नॉलेज. नोबडी इज गोइंग टू आस्क यू दिस, है ना. पेज नंबर 23, ये जो मैंने आपको सोल्यूशन दिया था उसमें मैंने बहुत सारे सब न्यूक्लियर पार्टिकल्स दिए. न्यूट्रिनो, एंटी न्यूट्रिनो, क्वार्क्स, leptons, hadrons, mesons, tachyons. The experiment which is going on in CERN right now, can something go faster than light? Tachyons, muons, bosons, Higgs boson, etc. तो ये सिर्फ आपके इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए, ये मैंने JEE एडवांस के लिए दिया, आप लोगों को नहीं है. CET? No. JEE mains? No. NEET? No. Question number 58 is X का half life is 2 hours. It gives stable element Y. After time t it remains 1/16. 1/16 means half raised to 4. So can I say t should be 4 times half life? 4 2's the answer is 8. Assignment 3 एकदम अच्छे से समझा. Assignment 4 का MCQs are exactly the same. Exactly the same. है ना? मैंने बोला ऐसे इसके कंजंक्शन में एक आर्टिकल में और करूंगा एंड दैट वाज ऑसिलेशन का डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक मोशन. अपना ऑसिलेशन का डैम्प्ड हार्मोनिक मोशन बाकी था. ओके, सो आई विल फिनिश दैट पार्ट बिकॉज दिस फॉलोज एग्जैक्टली दिस रूल. एम्पलीट्यूड डिक्रीजेस exponentially with respect to time. So because it was in conjunction with this, इसलिए मैंने oscillation में इसको बाकी छोड़ा था. अब इसका advantage क्या है? When we were doing oscillation, that time your differential equations were not completed in maths. You just started because I asked you that time. I remember. Right? Now, what is the meaning of damped harmonic motion? You don't have the notes. You don't need the notes. You don't need the notes. Now, what was the meaning of simple harmonic motion? Total focus over here. This is the rigid support. This is inextensible, incompressible string. This is heavy bar, and this is set into oscillation. And over here we assume that this experiment is performed in vacuum, so that the amplitude is not reducing with respect to time, or else by the time you start observing that reduction, you have already finished your experiment. That means if I feel that after 60 seconds I am going to see the reduction, then I may choose seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum time is 2 seconds. अभी मुझे मालूम है कि 60 seconds के बाद उसका एम्पलीट्यूड मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा कम होता हुआ दिखाई देगा बिकॉज ऑफ एयर फ्रिक्शन. मैं अपना एक्सपेरिमेंट ही 15-16 सेकंड में खत्म कर दूंगा. 16 seconds also is going to give me 8 oscillations. So if I observe this in slow motion camera, I can easily judge that yes, the amplitude is not reducing. So over here, can we say this is x is equal to 0, this is x is equal to a, and this is x is equal to minus a. So if I plot graph of displacement with respect to time, will my graph be like this? Will my graph be like this? So this is saying that the amplitude is remaining constant. Now over here, see what we are doing. In place of simple pendulum, we are taking a spring pendulum. That means this is a spring, this is a block, and below this I will go for a very thin wire, and I will go for a plate over here. I will not do anything to the block, but I will apply force on the plate so that the spring pendulum is automatically disturbed. And I will put this under water. I will put this under some medium which is offering more resistance to the movement of this. This is that medium, water. Obviously, density of air is 1.29 kilogram per meter cube, and density of water is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. So what I will do is, I will pull this block down such that there is some disturbance created. Matlab, this block is here now, wire is here now, and the plate is here. Means I am pulling it down. I am pulling it down. That means this was mean position. Can I say this is one of the extremes? Right? And now I am going to release it. Means I am not pulling the block directly. In place of that, I am holding the plate and I am pulling the plate down. So when the plate is moving down, the block is moving down by the same value. Yes or no? And now, when I release it, it is something like I released it from extreme. I released it from extreme. So when I release it from extreme, what is the formula? X is a sin omega t, x is a cos omega t. So my formula for displacement is x is equal to a cos omega t plus alpha. इसमें बेटा दो ही चीज ध्यान रखना है. Amplitude decreases exponentially. Amplitude decreases exponentially. That means it follows something like this. Please note, over here A does not mean amplitude. No, over here A means activity. But the rule followed is the same. So over here, when we write amplitude, the amplitude is given by a0 times e raised to minus bt. A is a0 times e raised to minus bt, where b का मतलब है decay constant, b का मतलब है decay constant and t का मतलब है time. दूसरी बात, हम लोगों ने जब ये आर्टिकल स्टडी किया था, हम लोगों ने ये बोला था कि amplitude is a naught, amplitude is a naught, amplitude is a naught. So a naught is a is constant. That means this is not decreasing with respect to time. If it goes this way, 0 to 0 minus 2 0 to 0 minus 2 0 to 0 minus 2, it will go that way. That is SHM. अभी कैसे जा रहा है? 0 to 0, 1.99, 0, 1.97, 0, 1.93, something like that. It decreases exponentially with time. तो जब हम लोग यहाँ पे ओमेगा लिखते थे, क्या लिखते थे? अंडर रूट k by n. यहाँ पे भी ओमेगा लिखना है, क्योंकि ओमेगा तो आएगा ना. मुझे दो चीजों पे फोकस करना है. व्हाट इज द एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ दिस एसएचएम एंड व्हाट इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी. क्योंकि हम लोग एसएचएम के बारे में जब भी बात करते थे, हम लोग ये दो चीजों के बीच में बात करते थे. वन, we used to always prove force is proportional to minus x, and we used to get these answers. Over here, the final answer of omega is not k by m only. It is something else also. It is b by 2m, the whole square. Right? This is k by m and this is b by 2m. तो बस ये चीज दो ध्यान रखने का. Amplitude decreases exponentially with time, and the frequency, angular frequency, is not under root k by m, but it also supported by something. समझा अच्छे से? गवर्नमेंट टेक्स्ट बुक का जो सेम पेज है ना, सेम पेज एक्सप्लेन किया है. Right? In place of sine, why cos is coming over here? We are left it from extreme. Point number 1. Point number 2. Is the amplitude remaining constant? No. Otherwise it was SHM. Right? Is the frequency remaining constant? No. Because the frequency will be affected by the surrounding medium, which is a dense medium. And B is called decay constant of that medium. B is called decay constant of that medium. If you remember, रेडिएशन चैप्टर में हम लोगों ने न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ कूलिंग किया था. टेम्परेचर डिक्रीजेस एक्सपोनेंशियली विद टाइम. तो वहां पे हम लोगों ने बोला था थीटा इज थीटा नॉट टाइम्स e रेज़ टू माइनस केटी. मतलब आप ये स्टाइल देखोगे ना लिखने का, ये स्टाइल देखो, ये स्टाइल देखो, ये स्टाइल देखो, ये स्टाइल देखो, लिखने का स्टाइल सेम. इसका मतलब दिस इज डीके कांस्टेंट फॉर रेडियोएक्टिव मटेरियल. सेम सेम, क्योंकि ये तीनों फॉर्मूला सेम. बट दिस इज डीके कांस्टेंट फॉर न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ कूलिंग. दिस इज डीके कांस्टेंट फॉर सिंपल पेंडुलम का एक्सपेरिमेंट. उसके बाद में फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स में एक बहुत मस्त फॉर्मूला आता है कि सपोज ये आपके पास वाटर टैंक है या तो कोई भी फ्लूइड का टैंक है. ओके, एंड ओवर हियर सपोज यू आर टेकिंग अ टैप. दिस इज कंट्रोल्ड विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ वाल्व. नाउ यू ओपन द वाल्व. That means the liquid will start going out from here. Right? That means if original height of this was h naught, right? थोड़े टाइम के बाद सपोज ये हाफ हो गया, right? 10 मिनट के बाद सपोज ये हाफ हो गया, तो 20 मिनट के बाद ये जीरो नहीं होगा. रीजन, जब आपने शुरू किया था आपके पास इतना हाइट अवेलेबल था, लेकिन 10 मिनट के बाद आपके पास इतना ही हाइट अवेलेबल है, तो ये 10 मिनट का हाफ का हाफ होगा, मतलब 1/4 होगा. अब आपके पास 25% हाइट अवेलेबल है. So over here height of the liquid column is h naught times e raised to minus kt. ये सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स बोलने का स्टाइल क्या है? नंबर ऑफ एटम्स डिक्रीज एक्सपोनेंशियली विद टाइम. मास ऑफ द सब्सटेंस डिक्रीजेस एक्सपोनेंशियली विद टाइम. एक्टिविटी ऑफ द सब्सटेंस डिक्रीजेस एक्सपोनेंशियली विद टाइम. Suppose there is leakage of the fluid in the liquid, then that decreases exponentially with time. अब जैसे आप बड़े-बड़े कंट्रीज में जाओगे ना, suppose Russia is supplying oil to the nearby countries, right? Friendly countries, Belarus and all that. So now in between some enemy countries also come and they break the supply chain. They will not allow Russia to supply this oil to the neighboring countries. Otherwise, दुश्मन का दुश्मन दोस्त, ऐसा. So there they deliberately go for leakage in this kind of pipelines. So accordingly, once the engineers come to know that there is a leakage, they will take the judgment that now we have the oil reserves for how many days. And accordingly they will send the message that we have got the oil supply of only 12 days in the country. So after 12 days there will be big queues on the petrol stations, gas stations. People will not have gas at home also, cooking gas at home also, because these are different forms of energy. So over here, height of the liquid column decreases exponentially with time. Temperature in Newton's law of cooling decreases exponentially with time. And finally, dHm, which was pending. Amplitude decreases exponentially with time. So this is the new amplitude and this is new omega. If I don't write b by 2m, then the omega is root of k by m. SHM. That means if I put b as 0, common sense apply. If I put b as 0, right? So it is as good as I am putting lambda as 0. Lambda as 0 मतलब मैं stability पे आ गया. सोचते हैं. If I start with uranium, plutonium, thorium, thoron, blah blah blah. Last में मैं lead पे आ गया. तो lead is the radioactive last stable isotope. मतलब उसके बाद में radioactivity होने वाला ही नहीं है. I have come to stability. So can I say for stable elements, lambda will be 0. अब जैसे यहाँ पे lambda 0 हुआ lead के लिए, वैसे यहाँ पे b 0 हो जाएगा. Right? What is anything raised to 0? A becomes A naught. That means DHM becomes SHM. Logic समझा? And therefore, when we want to understand SHM, we perform these experiments for smaller amplitudes. क्योंकि मैंने जितना larger amplitude लिया ना, उसको surrounding medium उतना ज़्यादा friction offer करेगा. तो या तो मैं amplitude एकदम कम लूँगा. याद करो बेटा, जब हम लोगों ने T equal to 2 pi root of L by G derive किया था, वो डेरिवेशन में हम लोगों ने लिखा था sin theta is approximately theta, because we took this to be very very small. तो या तो ये एकदम small लो, you will be able to understand SHM, right? और या तो surrounding medium को उड़ाओ, means we perform this experiment in vacuum. So normally what we do is we take this in a glass chamber which is connected to a vacuum pump. The moment we start the experiment by hammering some tuning fork on a rubber pad, this will start performing oscillation. We start removing air from the chamber with the help of vacuum pump, and then it will perform SHM. तो ये बेटा नोट्स नहीं है आपके पास, लेकिन ये समझा? ये दो फॉर्मूला, तीन फॉर्मूला इनफैक्ट. X का फॉर्मूला मतलब डिस्प्लेसमेंट का फॉर्मूला. New amplitude is decreasing exponentially with time, where B is called decay constant for this experiment, and new frequency is given by under root of k by m and something. Can I say that this b will be non-zero? If b is non-zero, matlab this minus something will increase omega. आपके पास ये 100 rupees है, तो उसमें से 10 rupees minus हो रहा है. Yes or no? So now आपके पास 90 rupees है. So can I say omega will change? Accordingly frequency will change, and accordingly time also will change. सोच के बताओ, टाइम बढ़ेगा कि कम होगा? Yes, because it will become slow. Got it? Sure. So that is all about this chapter. Bye bye. See you. हाँ, ये चैप्टर में न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स 4 आप लोग करोगे, नहीं तो कंटिन्यू करता हूँ. The radioactivity, fourth assignment, as I told you, I have got similar MCQs, right? And mostly, I think elasticity is अभी फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स शुरू हो रहा है. सरफेस टेंशन के लिए मैं वापस आऊँगा. सरफेस टेंशन चैप्टर के लिए आई विल कम.